love. Wanna talk about it. The rhythm of love. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Flavor House Networks, the Love Rhythm Recipe. I'm Casey, your host, your master chef, your navigator through this thing we call food and love. And tonight, oh, am I excited. It's going to be Thanksgiving soon, and I came across these turkey tenderloins, and boy, oh boy, am I making lots of recipes for them. And these are things that you can use after your turkey day. However, tonight we're going to focus on some delicious, succulent, tender turkey marsala. Oh, baby. And our topic for tonight is, what do you need from your mate? Think about that. Have you ever thought about what you really need from your mate? Well, we're going to dive into that conversation. It's going to be juicy, juicy, juicy. And speaking of juicy, how cute. Look at this. This is a cinnamon stick. I am interested. This is so cute. Let me try this. This is our mocktail that goes with our turkey marsala tonight. Let me try. Let me take this out the way. Ooh. What's going on with this mixologist? Oh, this little cinnamon stick does it. Oh, it's really good.
So this right here is our marsala mix. It is a mixture of red grape juice, unsweetened cranberry juice, some ginger ale, and a dash of cinnamon.
Oh my goodness. I can't. Do you know where I don't know if you guys ever had red hot candies before. It may be before your time, but they had these little candies and they were little dots, and they were kind of spicy, a little spicy but sweet. They were really good. This reminds me of red hot candies. It really does. It's really, really good and delicious. You should try it. It's going to go really well with this marsala. We're going to get right down to the ingredients of our marsala, get it on to cooking, and then we're going to talk about what do you really need from your mate. Okay, you know I got to get the real eyes on y'all, right? Let's see. Woo! Clarity. Okay, so first of all, we have one whole shallot. A shallot is a little, and if we have another one so we can show them what a shallot is if you don't know. In case you don't know, it's just another type of onion. Shallots are a little bit milder flavor. They almost kind of sort of look a little bit like a red onion once you cut it up. But it looks like this when you buy it, okay? So it looks like it would be like a little small, like little yellow onion or something because of the outer skin. But on the inside, it's more of a red onion. And the flavor is a little milder. So I have one shallot all chopped up finely. I have, and she did it already. Okay, so this is good. No. Well, I was going to show you the whole turkey cutlets because I'm not cutlets. They're actually turkey tenderloins. And they look like two pieces of turkey chicken breast. That's what it look like. But the turkey tenderloin is the tender underside of the turkey breast. So this is moist and tender and succulent delicious. And so what she did, she cut them into slices, and they're in here. And we put a little bit of our ADOS meat tenderizer on here for a dry brine. So that's going to hold in the moisture. And believe me, this turkey is out of sight. It is not going to be dry. We have about 10 portobello mushrooms that we have sliced nicely here. And butter, of course, makes all things all better. We got that. We have a little bit of chicken broth, low sodium. I have some heavy whipping cream. I have some minced garlic, squeezable. Love that. A little bit of olive oil. I got some onion powder. I don't need any of this. No, I don't need the garlic powder because I have the garlic. Okay. And I have some black pepper. And of course, I have some. Now, you can get Marsala wine out of, the spirit store. However, they have a Marsala cooking wine, which is what I use, okay? Very good. Now, they have a dry Marsala, which is like a dry white wine. or you can have a marsala that is a little sweeter. I go for the one that's a little sweeter. Okay, and finally, well, not finally, of course, we have some Splenda. You need a sweetener. You can use the sweetener of your choice. I use this. I have a little bit of flour, about 2 tablespoons of regular flour in here. This I'll be using as my roux. And a roux just is a thickener to the sauce if needed. Okay. And then I have some spaghetti noodles. You can use spaghetti. You can use egg noodles. You can use linguine. You can use rice to accompany your masala. It's up to you. I like to have pasta. And of course, I have my herbettes, which we didn't take them out yet.
Keep them cold until the
yeah, she's keeping them cold to the last minute. So we're going to get over here and we're going to start. First of all, we're going to start the spaghetti, okay, and get that going. Because I got 2 different types. My husband likes it al dente. I like mine a little bit softer, and so does everybody else. So, of course, we got to do our little magic. And we have our Italian herbs. We have parsley and we have basil here. Okay, so, and that's it. So let me get that over there. Let me get my papers over here. So let's be honest. Okay, we all talk about what we want in a relationship. Okay, I am, but I'm just want to say this. I'm going to get it started. You know, we always talk about what we want in a relationship, but do we ever talk about what we need in a relationship? See, wants and needs are 2 different things. Okay, let me explain that to you when I get over here. All right, so let me move this over. Let me get my chair over here, and I am going to get my little stilt that I put my laptop on. Bring my paperwork over here. And I'm going to move my computer. Get my onions. Okay, and if I can get a little assistance getting my getting the cord over here.
We gotta get a cord.
Okay. Well, let me just move it.
Yes, move it on over. We'll get it for you.
Okay, we just gonna move it on over.
You got it?
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna move it on over, just like that. Watch my cord. Okay, so we're gonna get positioned over here so I can talk and we can cook at the same time. Okay, so let me get my mouse, and of course I'm gonna get my drink because my drink is that thing is on. See, I'm gonna try not to drink a whole lot. I say this all the time, and every time my mixologist makes this delicious drinks, then I sit up here and I drink all this stuff, and then I don't want to eat. But tonight I really do want to eat because this stuff is gonna be delicious. Okay, so let me get my drink. So, like I said, there's a difference between wants and needs. Okay.
Hello, wanderers here.
Hello, how are you? Oh, mwah.
Hey,
what you say?
Her face
You can
with ribs, corn, and tails.
Listen, I'm not trying to hear your noise. Don't be telling me about your ribs, okay, lady?
I'm glad you're doing good though.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see you, my friend. Well, the difference between wants and needs, okay? I'm gonna tell you simple. I need air in order to breathe, to live, okay? I may want to have an air condition, but I don't need to have it, okay? It's convenient, it's wonderful, but back in the days, they may not have had any, and so we had fans, okay? We had a birthday last week. Oh, mwah, happy birthday. Hey, I miss you guys too. I miss you and everybody else in here. My sister is in there too. My loving husband is in there in our chat. This is my flavor family talking about you guys. And anyhow, so that's the difference between a want and a need, okay? You need to have food to eat. You don't have to have gourmet food to eat, okay? So there's a difference. So when you're talking about a relationship and saying what you want in a relationship, do you really think about what you need in or from a relationship or from your mate? Okay, because sometimes what you want looks good, okay, but it ain't always what keeps things steady and what's going to keep you sustained and keep you happy. And it ain't about gender. It's more about just people, okay, being truly in love with each other. So this Marsala sauce is something that you really want to cultivate, and you want to layer those flavors, and you want to make it fortified, and you want to be intentional. And what is giving to us is some good eats, and we're going to give it some love and care by cooking it the way it needs to be cooked. So what I'm going to do, we got the spaghetti is on. Okay, so we got that on. And you're probably going to need 2 colander, because one is going to be for the al dente spaghetti.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take his out early.
Okay, cool. So beautiful assistant is handling the spaghetti. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to handle this turkey. I'm going to get some gloves. And like I said, it's already cut up, so I don't have to do that. So the first thing you're going to do with this turkey is you are going to lightly dust it. You're going to season it, lightly dust it with some flour. And that's going to help thicken your masala gravy once you put it in. But you're going to do your turkey first, and then you're going to set it to the side. So let me get a paper plate so it'll be ready for me to set it to the side.
By the way, these are very tenderloins. However, you might want to put meat tenderizer on them early just to give it that extra juiciness. Because I put it on early.
Yes, because beautiful assistant put my Adolphs, and she didn't take the Adolphs out in case you don't know what it is or you haven't seen it before. This is a mainstay in my cupboard, in my spice rack, or whatever you call it. This is instant brine. This will hold the juiciness in chicken and in chicken breast, things like that are normally dry. You want a little bit of this. Now, when you use this, because it does have a salt component, you probably want to go light on your salt, or maybe not at all if you don't want to, and just use your other spices and things. But that's pretty much how that is. So what I'm going to do now, let me get a piece of foil, because I'm going to put this turkey out on it, and I just want to dust it just a little bit, and then I'm going to put it in this plate over here on my side, brown it. So let me get some foil. I'm going to try to be neat with this flour. And you know, it's a crapshoot. That's all I can tell you. Me and flour is a crapshoot. You never know what you're gonna get. It's kind of like a box of chocolate. Oh boy, because I tell you, I try my best not to get this flour on me, and every single time I use it, it goes somewhere. I don't know where, but it goes somewhere. Yes, it does. So let me get this on here. Let me get my gloves on. That way I'm not constantly running back and forth. And I don't have any contaminants on my hands. Okay. Get my little pink gloves on. How about that? Okay. So I'm going to take this out. And I'm going to tell you, these 2 turkey breasts make quite a bit of meat. It feeds quite a bit of people, because when I made it last week, and we ate that turkey for 2 days. We sure did. So believe it or not, it's pretty economical, and it's good. Okay, so I got these out, and I've got them out here. Usually what I will do, I will season them in the bag, but I want to lay them out because I want to make sure that I get them covered with my seasoning, my little seasoning I got. I'm not going to do a whole lot to it because, of course, the star of the show as far as seasoning is concerned is the sauce. So the sauce is the thing that you're going to play up, because the sauce is going to encompass this lovely turkey. Okay? And so what we have, the turkey, it is cut up, sliced up, in about, 1/4 inch slices. Okay? I need someone to come and to pull this down, because I want you guys to see this as I'm doing it, but I don't want to touch anything because
dirty hands.
Yeah, dirty hands. Okay, and I'm actually going to. Okay, I'm going to take this, if you can see. Okay, and all I'm going to do.
Can we see? Good.
Okay, I'm taking this paper towel because, like I said, this stuff's on my hands, and I'm opening up my Casey's Blessing. with the paper towel so I don't touch it. And then I'm going to shake it with the paper towel. And I'm just going to put this on here. And Casey's Blessing is my own blend, all-purpose seasoning. It has no salt. It just has a whole lot of flavor. And I can use as much as I want. It's not on the market at this time. However, you can certainly find your favorite all-purpose seasoning in your local grocer. Okay? And just make sure, read the label, make sure it doesn't have a whole lot of sodium if sodium is an issue for you. But this doesn't. And that's why I put so much on here. Okay, so I'm doing this, and let me bring that back down. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing. So you really can, if you want, just put salt and pepper on here because, as I said, I like to flavor everything so everything has a distinct taste. The sauce is going to be the killer part of this. And that's a fact. So let me just flip it over. And never, ever, ever, ever go without seasoning your food on both sides. Because it's not going to work out the way you want it to if you do. Okay, let me grab this again, my paper towel. And we'll just, it's hard for me to work with this now because I usually squeeze the heck out of this bottle. But I'm trying to do with one hand. Oh, there you go. I got a hold to it now. And make it rain. Okay, and that's all I need to do. Okay, now when I say I'm going to dust this with a little bit of flour, I'm going to put this back in the bag and put the flour in it because you know what? That way maybe I can keep it from being so messy. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. So let me get a bag or the bag. And I'm going to put it back in the bag. Just like this. Just stick it back in there. And then I'm going to put my, just a little flour. And I'm going to just kind of dust it around. Matter of fact, what I probably should do, a beautiful assistant, can you get me a fresh freezer bag? Because this is wet. And I don't want the flour to stick and clump. Yes, that's wet. Okay, so let me get rid of this and that. And then once I do that, then I can get these gloves off these blasted gloves off my hands, which I don't like having. Okay, open that up. I don't want to touch it. Okay, and then you can bring that back up because, yeah, I'm not using this part again. So I'm taking this, I'm just putting it in here like this. Not anything special. Or you can do it while it's laying out flat. I prefer to do this because this is less messy for me. And it doesn't have to be coated. You're not frying, turkey cutlets or anything. This is basically just to have a little bit of coating. So it's going to help with the sauce when you put it in. It just helps so thick. It's just thickening. That's all it is. And actually, if you want to, because a lot of times I will leave this off and I don't do that. So let me get these gloves off my hands and get them in the garbage. Okay, just like that. Okay, so all right, but so like I was saying, getting what you need from your partner. And we kind of go around in circles with this communication thing. But as I talk about this and as I think about this, because I try to do this in my own relationship, communication is like up there numero uno, so communication, talking to be understood and not just to be heard. It's a difference. Somebody can hear you. That doesn't mean they understand you. Okay. People can hear sound. That doesn't mean that they know what the sound is. And a lot of people will sit by idly and just keep hearing sound and wondering why things are not going their way. So you want to be understood. Understanding someone does not mean that they have to agree with you. Understanding the other person doesn't mean that you have to win the fight or the battle or the understanding. It just means that it's awareness and you accept whatever it is that you're being made aware of. Okay. If it's a request and it's something that's just totally out of your scope, then hey, that may not be your person, because the whole object of having a relationship is understanding. It's a give and take. And it just really is. So communication. Communication. Okay, then we're talking trust. That just ain't about somebody cheating. Okay, it goes way beyond that. There are a lot of dynamics, my favorite word, ding, 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 of trust in a relationship. And it's about being consistent. Okay, so let me put the flour in here. Okay, and I'm gonna put a little bit from this cup because I have more than my 2 tablespoons in here. So that's enough. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit and just a teeny tiny, matter of fact, no, I'm not. This is in clumps, so I'm gonna get the clumps out. Because if I don't, it'll be one big clump going in there. Okay, so I'm gonna get, what am I gonna get? I'm gonna try to find a plastic fork. Okay. All right, so let me get that over here, and I'm gonna grab a seat because, like I was telling everybody earlier, anybody that transferred over from earlier, I was feeling kind of poorly today, and I almost didn't make it. But I psyched myself up, and I said, I can't miss my family. I gotta come out. So I did. So forgive me, but I will be sitting from time to time. Okay, so I'm taking all of these lumps out. Now I can sprinkle a little inside this bag. See, the lumps are gone. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in here. Come on. See, I can sprinkle you, just like that. And now what I'm gonna do is gonna get a nice massage. Okay. So, like I said, trust is more than worrying about somebody cheating. Of course, you don't want that to happen. Okay. I don't know anybody that does. Okay. But you also have to know that whatever the things that you want in your relationship that are the positives are going to be consistent. It's not going to be one moment you're this and the next moment you're that, and I don't know what to expect from you. And so I can't trust the relationship. I can't trust your emotions. I can't trust even that, do you really love me? Okay, but if you're all over the place all the time. So that's a big thing. Okay, trust gets built in small moments. The little things you do. The things that you do repetitively that nobody has to ask. And you're just observant and you notice about your partner. And you do these things. Because love, how funny, love is a recipe. It sure is. There are a whole lot of ingredients. Okay, you have to either decide whether your recipe is going to have 1 or 2 ingredients and that makes you happy, or your recipe is complex and it's going to be glowed up and it's going to be lifted up and you're going to keep it that way because it's a constant uphill climb. That's what I'm calling it. Okay, so as you see, I'm just making sure that there is flour on each one of these little things here, just like that. And even if it's a little more on one than the other, we don't care because we're not trying to do what? Fried chicken or poultry or whatever you want to call it. We ain't trying to do that. Speaking of that, I'm going to take a little switch of this and you guys need to, oh boy, you need to make this. Oh. Whoa. I was skeptical about the cinnamon part. Yeah. That's a winner. That's a winner right there. So like I said, without trust, you pretty much don't have anything. You can tell yourself whatever you want to tell yourself. But if you don't really trust that person that you with, I don't care how mad you get at them, all that stuff like that. If you really don't trust them, you might as well get to step in. I'm just saying. Okay, so I have this. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in my skillet. I'm going to spray it. Let me get that over here. Let's see what we're doing with this spaghetti because we don't want it to stick together.
I got oil in there and I have.
And I'm going to tell you what you can do once you rinse this. If it starts sticking or whatever, put some more oil on it.
Okay. It shouldn't stick though. I put a lot of oil in there.
Yeah, I don't want it to clump.
Yeah, and then I'll rinse it off.
Okay, so let me get this skillet.
So how al dente are we talking about?
Well, you know what he likes.
Just slightly more.
You know what he likes. Don't get me the line, because you know what? If it was up to me, he'd be. Are you there, honey? Yes.
Okay,
let me get my cooking spray, y'all.
I'm gonna take this out now.
Okay, he needs to be able to chew it. Okay.
Yeah, it's soft. This pan cook quick.
Okay.
But not a lot, right?
Yeah, you rinse it.
You know what I'm
Okay, so I'm going to spray my pan because, you know, it's cute and all, but it sticks if you don't spray it. So I'm spraying it. Get a nice little spray on there. And I'm putting some oil in here, so don't worry. Okay, so I have this. And I sprayed it. And I was going to just use some olive oil. But you know what? I'm not going to just use olive oil. I'm going to get some canola oil because I want this to get a nice little sear on it. And olive oil, unfortunately, it doesn't work well with high heat. So, let me just go up here. Take that down. I'm going to take it down to a 4 because these pans heat really quickly. And then once it heats up, then I'm going to drop this in there. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to get in there. What I'm going to do is put a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to mix it with the canola oil. And that way, hopefully, it won't smoke. Because smoking is hazardous to its health. Okay? So, all right. Let me pull my chair back. I'm going to move this over this way. Okay? That way I can be close to the food, and I can still sit down. And you guys can still see. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, you're good. I'll move out the way when I get ready to go on the other side. But anyway, so your partner needs to be a safe space in your life. They need to be supportive. You need to, and vice versa. Like I said, this is all about reciprocity. Now, each person needs something different, or you may need the same things, but you don't know what the person needs, and they don't know what you need unless you open your mouth, and they do too. Okay, so there should not be any stress. Your place with this person should be a place of relief. Okay, but it shouldn't be a constant source of you having a not good feelings. You know, you don't want to be around that person or whatever the case may be, because then that's a whole nother set of problems. Okay, and everybody needs some place where they can exhale and they can just feel they just can be. You know, your partner shouldn't have to walk on eggshells to be around you. They shouldn't have to be apprehensive to say certain things. But they should know also sometimes, like I say, my husband comes home and sometimes, as he says his word, he needs to decompress. I may want to talk, but I can think when he says that, if he vocalizes it, and I mean, at this point, I know, kind of, the unspoken. Okay, I thought that was my skillet. But you got to give people space too. Giving somebody space does not mean they don't care about you and you don't care about them. But it just means that sometimes you just need to decompress and kind of hear your own thoughts and kind of get things together. Sometimes if you don't give people that space, that can cause a whole lot of distension. Okay. And people get in arguments when sometimes they don't mean to, because they need a little respite. Honey, life is life and all the time. And life's outside of your house as well as in your house. And I see 9 people, and can I have 9 likes? I tell you, I feel like I'm campaigning. Anyway, sometimes you don't need advice when you're feeling bad from your partner. Sometimes you just need a hug. Sometimes you just need that look. Okay, 4 really takes its time. So I'm going to put some oil in here and let that heat too. So I'm going to put about a tablespoonful of the canola oil in this here pan, and just a half a teaspoonful of the olive oil in this here pan. Why am I saying this here pan? Because this here pan can act any way it wants to. Sometimes it does the right thing. But I have understood now that, okay, you got this is boiling over. Let me turn it down some. I understand now why I have all of these different heats in this pan, because this pan is humongous. And even though I have big eyes on my stove, they ain't big enough, obviously. Okay, so it's almost ready. So, like I was saying, sometimes you just got to give somebody a little breathing room. I often wonder, and like I said, I've seen a lot of couples where they're just like attached to the hip all the time. And they're so cute and lovely, but hey, I will say it. You are a me before you're a we. You always have to maintain that medium Okay, the medium. Okay. Okay, so I think this is hot enough for me to put this meat in here. This poultry. Okay, let me get another glove because I don't want to put my hands inside here. So let me get a glove. See, I'm being good, y'all. I'm using gloves today.
Yay.
Okay, let me reach my hand in here. Okay. See, Jerome should be here. He's going to tell me I need to use my hands. Okay, and this is still not hot enough because it's not making any noise. So when it's not making any noise when you put your stuff in, you know it ain't ready yet. Okay, I should have did my water dance, not the one that girl does on that one. I'm talking about my water dance for my pot, and then I know. But I'm so anxious to get back to finish running my mouth to tell you guys. So, like I said, yes, space is important. That medium is important. My Marsala sauce does not start with everybody and their mama up there in that pan. I have to do one thing at a time. Everybody has to have their own spot to stand. And then we come together in one big, glorious, lovely dish. Okay, it's starting to sizzle. So we're going to get over here. Yes, it's not angry. It's just a little bothered. Okay, see, angry is a little louder than this, okay?
Yes, it's a little irritating.
It's just a little irritation, but we're not going to make it have much. Okay. Come on. But now you want to be sticky, right? Because we got this stuff on here. Okay, but we're going to get it in here. I'm trying to get all of them in here because I really don't want to have to do 2 rounds. So I'm going to try to get them all in here. And they are a little sticky with this flour. And the only reason I didn't dry the turkey off is because it's so moist because of the brine. So I want it to stay that way. Let me get all these pieces in here.
What are we doing with this around plate here?
That is for me.
Okay.
Because I'm going to have to brown these and then I'm going to have to take them off and then I'm going to have to focus on my sauce. Almost done, guys. It's kind of, like I said, they kind of sticking together because they got this little flour thing going on here. So I got to make sure that they're flat in here. So I have to be a little bit intentional, like you need to be when you're asking that question of yourself and of your partner. What do you need out of this relationship, or what do you need from your partner? Because really, like I said, you're asking what you need out of the relationship because it's the 2 of you in it. So you want to see what you actually need from the overall relationship. And the person that you're with is the one that can supply those needs. And I will say needs because they're not optional. Your needs are not optional. That's another thing, the difference you can tell what a need is. It's not optional. It can't be negotiated. It is what it is. Either they can do it or they can't. Now, it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to settle. So you think about that. Okay? If it's a big enough need for you, if it's a big enough need, but if it's not so big, if the other things in your relationship supersede that need, I can't really see it being a need and it being superseded. However, could be. Let me wash my hand. Because I got a little bit of flour on here.
Now, question: what if, like, say, example, the person that you're talking to meets like almost everything? Because there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. Right?
What do you mean they need almost everything?
They meet almost all of like the
Okay.
expectations, but not everything. Like, is it still worth it to keep moving forward? And I guess that's up to the individual to decide.
Yeah, like I said, you have to weigh your options. Okay, it's really about what you can live with. You see what I'm saying? Well, you gave him a little bit amount. You expected him not to eat. Okay. she's shortchanging her daddy. That's what she's doing. Now, I don't know if you heard Beulah's sister over there asking me this question, but she said, what if the person meets, like say if you got 10 needs and they meet 9 of them, or they meet 7 of them, and they really meet them well, do you get to step in because they don't meet all 10? Now, that is an individual. Okay, Lone is saying cheating isn't what I need, but it happens. I might need you guys to load up my conversation. You need to stop. Oh my God, Lo, you are a hot mess. Okay, you are not going to have a commissary because we're going to come get you before you do the dirty deed. How about that? Oh, you said it wasn't your birthday. It was your uncle's 60th birthday. Okay, well, still that matters. No, I didn't. Because I'm over here running my mouth. Okay, I'm going to take this up to a 5 or a 6 because I really want this to get to doing this thing. Okay. So, Lone, you're terrible.
Yeah, I'll call you guys.
You better. But, okay, see, I need you to call me before you make the move. Okay? That's what I need you to do so I can talk you. Right, so I can talk you off the ledge. Okay? How about that? Okay, I want you to do it, and then I got to give you commissary because, honey, ramen soup don't taste like our cooking. You need to know. Okay? You don't want to have to eat the hookup.
Meet me with the getaway car.
Exactly. But anyway, like, let me answer her question, y'all. So, I can't tell her to get to stepping. It depends, and I said already, how much can you take? How much can you bear? How important are those other 2 or 3 needs versus the ones that are being met? And there could be a negotiation period. I don't know. It depends on what it is. But your list of needs have to come in an order of importance too. Okay, so no relationship is perfect. You are not going to get some. I mean, I know some people that, yeah, they have one mate that'll everything you want. You are on the pedestal, and I'm doing it. I don't care if it hurts me. I don't care if I'm uncomfortable. I don't care because you are the priority. And that has gone on for years and years and years and years and years, and probably will go on to, they both are Evelyn's best eggs. I ain't gonna sit and tell you them lies, okay? Because there are things that tick me off, for real. And if it's important enough for it to bother me on a consistent basis, or me not to feel fulfilled on a consistent basis, I'm gonna have to speak it. Because we gotta do something about this. We may not come all the way, but we may come part of the way, and maybe we come up with some other way for me to feel better, or for him to feel better, or your partner. But I can't tell you that everything has to be in a line. But then if you got 2 things or 1 thing that's you're needing and it's being met, and the rest of the stuff ain't nobody thinking about you, you better start thinking about that. And that is my opinion. Okay. It's all about what you can deal with. So that's your answer, beautiful assistant. Okay. Because sometimes the things that we think we need are not really things we need that to help sustain our relationship. Sometimes, because I'm gonna tell you like this, I know plenty of people, and usually they're younger people, and then sometimes they're older people, right, that have had not good relationships, and they're kind of like they've dug their feet in to the sand, and it's like, okay, the first time I saw your face, okay, I had to curtail this, I tucked in that, I didn't do this, I didn't get that. The next time, I want everything, okay? And if he even or she even looks twisted, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. I probably wouldn't get close enough to you anyway, because guess what? Because I've been burned before and I ain't trying to get burned again. I'm going to tell you something about that in a moment. So let me check this. Okay, so it's just a little cooking. I'm not trying to overcook this. Okay, but I just want it to get partially cooked, because once you get it in the sauce, you're just going to have it in the sauce for a brief time. So you want to make sure this turkey is cooked all the way. Okay, so this over here, as usual, on this side of town, is getting a more thorough browning. So I'm going to move this over. I'm going to start rotating the turkey and moving it around. Because see, this one right here, there you go. Y'all just don't know what you want to do you? I'm going to put you over here, you go over there. And I'm just rotating this turkey because, like I said, this pan has a mind of its own. And let me move it over here. Maybe it'll get a little hotter over there. Because even though I don't want to have to do batches, it's making me have to do batches because some of it's getting browner than the other, and I want to take it out. So I'll do what I got to do. How about that? Okay. And beautiful assistant.
Sorry.
It's making all this horrible noise
Sorry.
that I don't want to hear. Okay. I'm taking another sip. I probably will not eat, but this is delicious.
It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Oh, this is so good. And then I want to eat the fruit too. But anyway, so yeah, so that was her answer. And you know, I'm gonna tell you like this. Connection goes deeper than intimacy. A lot of people base their whole relationships on the physical. And that's lovely. And yes, you need to have physical touch, you need to have intimacy, but intimacy goes further than just touching someone. You can be intimately connected with somebody mentally, okay? And you truly want to have a mental intimacy with your mate because anything can happen in this life, okay, where you can't be swinging from the rafters and shimmying down a pole. I'm just saying. So
I got a couple of comments from Rolling Wanderer.
Okay.
They said, another thing on this, your needs will change. So rather than looking for Mr. or Mrs. Wonderful, why not look for someone you jive with?
Exactly.
Plans change, so do needs. And that's true because you evolve and grow every day.
Exactly. And if you're not, then that's a problem.
Life is a journey. That's the next thing you said.
It is. And what I was going to say is, if you leave yourself in a point of fear, there is no relationship guarantees. Relationships is like going to the casino. You can put that dollar in that slot and you can hit. Or you can put that dollar in that slot and keep putting them dollars in and you leave broke. But that doesn't mean that you don't go to the casino. Okay? So, my point is, and I can use another analogy because you ain't really got to go to the casino. But my point is, you have to open yourself up enough to explore the possibilities. But what you need to do in the beginning before you step out the door is do your homework. Okay? Be intentional. Don't just sit there and let stuff happen. Just like Lo was saying, you don't let some fantasy in your mind prevent you from having a good reality. Okay, let me get this over here. Okay, we're going to move y'all over around. We playing Ring Around the Rosie with this stuff, y'all. Okay, so, yeah. I'm going to take these out because these right here are exactly where I need them to be. And like I said, I'm not trying to overcook these because they have to go into the sauce. So, this will give the other ones some space so they can get to the same place that their brothers and sisters did. I'll move these over. And they're so tender right now until, this is going to be really good. Nice and tender. Okay, so let me let y'all see. This is where you want it to be. Okay, when you take it out, just like this. If you look at, the fork is going right through it. It's not going to take much more to make sure that this is done. It needs to be 165 degrees internally. So we're probably close to that now. And that's where you want to take it out. You do not want to crisp it. You just want to lightly brown it, just lightly. Okay, so make sure this, we're not trying to mess this up. All right, turn you over. Okay. So, as I was saying, so there's no guarantees. And we have to accept some things we have to accept. Okay. I'll be totally honest. Okay. When I met my husband so many eons ago, it's been so long, I can't remember. But I'm be totally frank with you. I didn't think about marriage or anything like that. Okay. As we got closer, I wasn't interested. I don't know. I guess when I thought these things, I realized that was the person I wanted to be with, and I was good with that. Okay, there was no doubt, there was no anything for me. But But you don't go into these situations. You should not go into these situations with, and I said it earlier, I think last year, with an escape plan. That doesn't mean you got to be stupid, okay? But you don't go in with an escape plan, because then you spend all your time waiting for the other shoe to drop, in my opinion. So sometimes you have to let things be the way they are. And I'm going to tell you, everybody reveals themselves. You can be whatever you want to be for a short amount of time. But if you're not being real, the truth will set you free, whether you want to be free or not. It's going to come out, because no one can keep up a falsehood forever. It's eventually going to come out in some shape, form, or fashion. So if you think for one moment that you're going to fake the funk because you want to be with this person, you better think twice, and you better give them who you are. So I'm saying this: when you go out on that first date, you better stop acting like, you eat a salad when you know you want the whole steak. You better eat that whole steak, and even if you got to pay for it yourself, he needs to know what he's getting himself into, and she does too. Okay? Because thinking one thing and getting something else is more disappointing than knowing the truth from the very beginning, to me. So that way, that gives me choices. When you take my choices away, that's where a problem comes in. Because I don't know who you are, and I may not like who you are. So you got to show me who you are so I can make the choice that I want to be there. You know, and you don't want to find this out 5, 10, a year, 6 months down the road. You really don't. In 6 months, people have married people. People have had children. People have not in 6 months, but they've consummated and got a kid. Or what? But I'm saying people have had life-altering things happen in those short amount of times, and this is why it's very important to ask certain questions and to know who you are and what you want and need, what you need. Okay, if you don't know what you need, how the heck am I going to give it to you? I'm not a mind reader, so that's something else you got to think about. And like I said, the intimacy needs to go beyond the physical. Okay, we all are drawn to somebody because of physicality, whatever we like. Okay, it may not be what you like, but we need to go deeper below that surface level and really see if this is the person for me. And if you got to straight up get a questionnaire, then do it. Do whatever it takes in order to get the information you need. Okay, let me get this meat. These over here look good. Now, what I want to happen, I have my nibbly bits in here. For anyone who doesn't know what a nibbly bit is, I'm going to show you in a minute. But a nibbly bit is essential to this process. You must have nibbly bits. And this smells so good. And like I said, all I have on here is the Casey's Blessing. It smells really good. Shoot, I can eat this just like this, to be totally honest. Okay, let me turn that over. I'm still trying to get these little few pieces. Okay. So, like I was saying, the next thing that's important is respect. You are not going to be able to sustain a relationship if you don't respect the person you're with. You may say a whole lot of things to somebody because you're mad or whatever. Okay? But if you truly don't respect that person, you will have no longevity. You will have none of that because you can't look that person in the eye and feel the trust, the security, you don't want to communicate, you don't want to do anything because you can't trust this person. I'll give you a perfect example. I have examples all over the place. Trust. We have a relationship. You're going off and you're talking about me to everybody and your mama, including your mama, for every little thing. I'm sitting here thinking whatever has gone on between us, that is between us because we done squashed it. But you out there telling the world. You wonder why everybody is treating you poorly. And it's because your mate has gone around maligning your name when they wasn't having a good time with you. Now they have come back. My philosophy on that is, if you're not going to step off permanently, keep your business in your house. Unless somebody is hurting you and you can't defend yourself. Then you holler, help, underdog, help me. Okay, but for every little spat, every little disagreement, every little thing, girl, he so and so, and mama and sister da. No, because that bias that makes people have biases against your mate. And when you're done being mad and you're lovey-dovey again, these people are looking at you like, is she crazy? Why is he with her? Blah, 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 blah. And they're keeping it up. When you have those kind of trust issues, and then if I find out that you've been out there maligning my name, that's another thing. Because then I can't be real with you. Because I don't know if you're going to go and tell everybody what I'm saying. Okay, I see my chat just went up. I don't know if beautiful sister can see it to read it. So give me a second. Let me pull this meat out of here and I will.
Okay, Lone Wanderer just said, I have a perfect answer to that. If they are spreading rumors, lean into it. Tell him he couldn't. Ooh. Tell him he couldn't get it up.
Ah! You're Lone Wanderer! Like that, No, you did not. You did not, girl.
I had to pause for a second.
You said, I swear, let me tell you something. When my show blows up and I get a budget, I am flying you to my house and they're going to see you in person saying this stuff. You are hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll shut them up, won't it? Wow.
You play dirty, I play dirtier.
You say when they go low, you go lower.
Yep.
You can't make this stuff up, y'all. You cannot. Okay, I got them. Yeah, I'm going to take these out. They good. Okay, now I'm going to show y'all what nibbly bits are. Ooh, this looks so good. Oh, my gosh. I want y'all to see this. Would you not, okay, we know it's not done yet, but if it was done, would you not eat this just like this? Ooh. 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 Okay, well, let me show y'all the nibbly bits. Okay, nibbly bits are the nibbly bits, the little bits of this in here that you would normally say, let me clean my skillet. No, don't clean it. We need the nibbly bits. We need the nibbly bits so we can put them in our sauce. So we're going to put this meat over to the side. And I'm going to turn this off for a second because I need to scrape my nibbly bits up out of here. But I got to do it while it's warm because this particular skillet is temperamental. So you can't scrape nibbly bits in this skillet unless it's warm. But I don't want my nibbly bits to scorch. So.
Oh, Miss Emily's here.
Hello, Miss Dad. How are you? We are making turkey marsala. And we are talking about what you need, not want, in a relationship. Or from your mate. That's what we're talking about. And my mixologist made this mocktail, and it's good. I think you will enjoy. This is called a Marsala mist.
Yes.
This is called a Marsala mist, so this pairs wonderfully with the Marsala. And I'm trying to drink it all.
Oh, okay. Miss Huckabee said love and respect.
And see, I'm right at the respect part. See, you came in perfect. I'm right at the respect part. Okay, so I got my nibbly bits. There they go. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my nibbly bits, y'all, and I'm gonna put the butter in my nibbly bits. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this flour. Now, normally when you make a roux, you use the dry flour. You use about a quarter cup of oil or your butter, and you brown it. And that helps brown your sauce and it thickens. But I'm going to do something different. Why? Because I'm Casey. That's why. So I'm going to take, not this, because I think I got a little bit in the refrigerator. And I'm going to take it, and I'm going to make my quick roux. My quick thickener. So I'm going to put some of this chicken broth in here. This is probably about a 1/4 cup. And this is about 2 tablespoons of flour. And what I'm going to do, because I said it earlier today, I used some of this to thicken, because what did we make? Oh, I made my sage stuffing muffins. Y'all got to go and rewatch that. You got to have this for Thanksgiving. I made these sage stuffing muffins. You want to try this, Lone, I'm telling you. And I made some gravy, because usually I use my giblets to make my gravy, but I show everybody how to do a quick fix gravy that tastes just like you made it from scratch to have with the stuffing muffins. So you can have cornbread, stuffing muffins. You can have regular, just bread stuffing. You can have oyster stuff. You can do anything in the stuffing muffin. You can even take that turkey and cook it up and put it in the muffin. Okay. Oh, okay. You have the stuffing recipe on what? Yes, please. You gonna want, child. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna make a muffin out of everything. Okay, it's so good because in my family, you got my husband who wants dressing, which dressing is baked, and everybody else wants stuffing, which is on top. It's softer. Stuffing is the stuff that you use to stuff into the turkey. Okay, so the stuffing muffin gives you both worlds. You have a crispness on top, and inside is so moist. And ask them, it was really good. And then you have your gravy. Oh, it's so good. But anyway. So I'm taking this, and instead of having this dry, I mixed it like this. So I'm going to put it in here and let it start browning up because I wanted to have a nice consistency. And then I'll put the rest of my stuff in. But I'm going to do my butter first. And hopefully this will speed up the process of making a roux. Because a roux can be labor intensive. Especially because I know when I make gumbo, I kind of get an arm cramp here and there. But you know what? It's worth it. It is worth it. But I found a shortcut, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to turn this back on because I turned it off. And let's see. I'll put this on. I'm going to take it down to a 3. I want the butter to melt, but I don't want it to scorch. Okay? And I'm going to take this and just let it go around. I have enough oil in here, so I'm hoping that's not going to give it. And I'll just put a little bit of olive oil in here, just a little, because it'll make it taste good. And when I say a drop, I did a drop. I did a drop. I did a D-O. I didn't even do the O-P. I did a drop. Okay? So anyway, we were right at the point of respect. And Deb, I was telling everybody, you said getting it catered so you don't have to cook. I hear you. But you know what? I would probably, I'm saying that I'm not cooking because I'm going to let my daughters cook or my daughter cook. I'm going to sit here and drive this train because this is who I am. I am so done with eating out. I really am. And they ate out when it was yesterday. Guess what I had? I had an herb grilled cheese sandwich. That's what I had because I couldn't bring myself to do it. Okay, but anyway, so I'm glad that you don't have to cook alone because you need to finish that book. That's what you. So you're right. You need to finish that book. This is delicious. So, but anyway, that respect thing. Okay, this is melting. I turned away for a second, and it's almost melted. So let me just stir it around. Because I don't want it, like I said, this skillet right here, this is the one that you want to watch because this will burn your stuff up. It cooks a large quantity, but you better watch it. That's all I got to say. So this is on a 3. So this is on a high-low.
Lone said we are about a 90% ingredients only household. I just don't see the need to eat out. Agreed.
Exactly. I really don't. The thought of it, and please, restaurants out there, hey, I am not bashing y'all, especially the good ones, the ones that take the time and the care and you can taste the love in the food. I'm good with you. They fall in between, but I'm sure you're out there. Okay. However, I challenge any restaurant to cook better than me. And I'm just saying. And when I get better and my back is not jacked, probably next year, I'm going to start going to little restaurants and trying the food. And then it's going to be a little segment. Let's see if Casey can make it better. I'm just saying. So, all right. So, now it's nice and melted. And I'm going to bring this over here so y'all can see melted butter. melted butter, okay, and olive oil and the nibbly bits. So I'm gonna take this here stuff, and I'm gonna put this here stuff is nothing but flour and a little bit of chicken broth. Okay, and I've mixed it so it's not lumpy. So the experiment is I'm gonna pour this in here instead of doing just flour so I can make my roux and see what happens. If it doesn't work, we won't tell anybody. Okay, so I'm pouring in here. I'm not gonna do all of it. I'm gonna try a little bit. I ain't lying, I'm gonna put it all in here. Because one thing about it, if it gets too thick, guess what can happen? I can put some more chicken broth in it. So I'm pouring it all in here. I'm going to bring my heat up, y'all, to about a 5. And I'm going to let it start to sizzle. Because, see, normally what happens is you have the loose flour for a roux. So you have to start stirring right away. Okay, let's see what happens. What's happening here, okay, it needs to be hotter, number one. Because what's happening here is this has turned into a pancake. So you want to start stirring this up really quickly. Okay. So now I'm having to mash this. Okay, let me bring it up some more. Okay. I want this to brown. I don't want you to turn into a pastry. Okay. So you want to make sure that this stuff is your oil and butter is hot. Otherwise, you're going to have pancakes. Okay. Yeah. So now what I'm doing is trying to make this not be a pancake because I should have had this heat up higher. But we're going to work it out. Ooh, this is so good. I remember now I can make dumplings like this. Oh, wow. I forgot all about that. I'm going to make some chicken and dumplings, but it will be after the holidays because I know everybody's all into the holidays and Christmas and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm going to do that. And see, that's the thing about roux. You know, it's a process. It's a process. Okay. All right. Okay. And like I said, I'm just cooking this. I'm trying to cook it down. And get it brown. And it's a long process. And next time I will just pour it in like I wanted to pour it in. But I figured I would try to brown it, do it the right way, the way they say, you know. But I'm going to use my fast method to thicken it. And that's going to be that. But I wanted to have, you have different colors for your gravies. And your masala gravy, you want that to be a darker brown. At least I do. But not to worry. We're gonna make it work. Okay, let me get my spoon. And that's what I really need. Okay. Well, this stove is making song. It's singing a song over here. Why are you humming? Oh, because I don't have my skillet all the way on the eye. So it's telling me, bring it over here, lady. Get it together. Let's put it all together. Let's put it all together. I don't know why that came to my mind. Okay. It's getting there, y'all. It's turning colors. I see your true colors shining through. See, this because I'm tired, y'all. I'm going to be singing crazy songs. Well, songs are not crazy, but yeah. But the respect thing. So, in the famous words of Aretha. Okay. What you want? Baby, I got it. Yeah, you want some respect. And if you don't respect your partner, you're bound for disaster. And if your partner does not respect you, you're bound for disaster. Now, you may accept that disrespect for a little bit.
Oh, Low Wanderer out here singing some songs too.
What Low Wanderer singing?
Love.
I love that. Love will keep us together. Oh, I love the Captain Tennille. Think of me, babe, whenever. Oh, I love it. Don't start me, Long. Y'all don't know nothing about Captain and Tennille, do you?
I know that song.
Oh, you do? Okay.
That's how they been playing songs.
Oh, okay. Well, excuse me. See, she's been blessed to have me as a mommy because I have all that music. Okay, I listen to all that music, but because I used to watch the Captain and Tennille show religiously. Yeah, they had a show on television, her and her husband. He was the captain, she was Tennille. Yeah, you know what I mean, but yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, because I want to take these out. Take some of this out. And I got the color that I want for my sauce. And then I'll put some more of, let me turn this off for a sec. Then I'm going to put some more of my flour mixture. Oh, this is way in the back, y'all. I can't get it.
What? Try
This right here. You know, they discriminate against people with short arms. Okay, get that out. Just trying to drain this out. Yeah, she just brought back some memories. Captain and Tennille. I used to love her. Tony Tennille and the captain. Captain never said anything. I don't think he really talked that much or at all. But he was the music behind the voice. He was the music behind the voice. Yes, I love that. I love that. I love her. I'm telling you, Lone. See, she gets me. She really does get me because I love that. I really do. Okay, let me get this out the way. Put this in here. So we didn't even need the colander.
Nope.
So how'd you?
I used it already. I thought you meant for what you're making.
Oh, yeah. No. Okay, so now I got some extra nibbly bits in the bottom. Okay, which is good. And I will continue because I'm going to now brown my vegetables and my mushrooms. Okay, that's good. Just like that. This is exactly what I was looking for. I wanted to get some brownness in here. So when I make my sauce, it's not a light colored sauce. Okay, and I was able to do just that. Perfect. I got the perfect nibbly bits in here. Because I didn't have a whole lot of nibbly bits with that turkey because it was kind of lean. Well, it is lean. So this worked out perfect. Okay. Let me get my other little thing out here because I got the other one full of grease. And put this over here. And wipe this off. Okay. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do. Okay, I got a little bit of that left. Oh, beautiful sister, I need a little bit more flour when you get a moment. Okay, to put in there. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to start putting my vegetables in. So I have my onion. And I'm going to turn this back on.
Inside the cup or?
Yeah, in the cup. In that cup. Just a little bit, about a tablespoon. And I'm going to take this up to a 5 and get the heat going again. I'm going to get a knife, a little plastic knife, so I can get this out of my little cutter thing here. But I just want to get this hot enough. Okay. And get this shallot in there. And my garlic. This is open. And my mushrooms. And my herbs. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And I'm gonna put a little bit, I'm gonna make another of my little roux things, because that's gonna be needed to thicken now that I have my color. Because the color's important. You know I'm all about the visuals. Okay. I may need some more because I think I put too much fluid in here. I need to be a little thicker.
How it is? I just put some in the cup and you can use it as you need.
No, because I'm not gonna need that much. Just put some here. I'm just trying. You see how I'm avoiding getting flour on myself, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm making beautiful assistant be. Beautiful assistant is being the flour girl. Okay, we get the flour. We get this. Let me get all of this stuff over here because I'm gonna need everything. Okay, it's getting hot enough. And let me get this in here. And of course, the knife. So let's get the onions in, or the shallots, which is in the onion family. Okay, get you out the way.
This one?
Yeah, that's good. See, all you have to do is get the lumps out, and then you be straight. Okay. How helpful is that? Good.
Yeah.
She made it up for me, guys, so I didn't have to do it. So that's good. Okay, so I got my shallots in here. The last thing I'm going to put in is this, my mushrooms. Okay, so what I do need is some celery flakes. Where are you? Okay.
Right in front. I'm about to say it's not that far.
So I'm going to put some celery flakes in here because I like the flavor. Of course, you know I layer more than what the recipe calls for, but that's my way of doing it. Okay, so I'm going to put in a half a teaspoon of these celery flakes because they're going to reanimate in here. And it's going to taste really good. And let me just kind of move this around so it can.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got one more message from Mama. It said, speaking of songs, our friend Al over here, I'm not going to say her name, played Strange Fruit. I haven't heard that song.
Strange Fruit is Billie Holiday.
Yeah, and she said Billie Holiday was a tormented soul.
Yeah, she was. She was. Well, so was Phyllis Hyman, if you know about her. And if you don't know about her long, you need to listen to her music.
Yeah.
It will floor you. Phyllis Hyman was another one. When Billie Holiday sang Good Morning Heartache, that was some real stuff.
I think some of the best artists have been.
And yeah, they have had issues, and lots of them. Okay, so now I'm going to take a tablespoonful of this garlic and put it in. Squeeze it in there. Just like that. All right, and I'm going to stir this in. And you just want to keep stirring because you don't want this stuff to burn. Garlic tastes disgusting when it burns. It's very bitter. Okay, and see, my sauce is brown like I like it. This is what I want. Oh, great. Telling you, note to self, if you don't have nibbly bits in your skillet, you can make nibbly bits with some flour. Yes, you can. And then you take the nibbly, you crush them, then you maybe crush them, and then you take the remainder out, and then you have a thickener and nibbly bits. Manufactured nibbly bits. Okay, so I'm going to put a pinch of each one of these herbs in, a pinch of the Italian. And for those of you who are not familiar with a pinch, it is between your forefinger and your thumb. What are you wowing about?
What Mom said, if memory serves, Billy died in a flop house with 19 cents in the bank.
Yep. And a pinch of chopped basil. And
Oh, and Auntie Kim gives me a compliment. She said, "What a beautiful assistant that you have." Thank you.
A pinch of parsley. Yes, I have a beautiful assistant. Okay. All right, so I got all that in there, and so I'm stirring that around in here too. And as I'm stirring it, my butter, my olive oil, my nibbly bits, and my canola oil are thickening with these veggies. Okay. That's nice. I like that. All righty. So we can get back to this. I'm gonna let that do its thing for a second. Let me bring it down to a 3 because I don't want it to burn. Okay, so we've covered respect. Respect is important. Mrs. Huckabee came in and she said, love and respect. You got that. Love and happiness. Okay. Very important. Okay. Same energy as far as respect. And so if you looked at, I did a little short before this started, and I used the song. Well, the song is not called Reciprocity. I can't remember the name of the actual song. The X Factor, I think that is.
Oh,
Lauryn Hill. And I had to really scour because I needed something that was going to replicate what I was talking about today. And so she has a line in her song that talks about reciprocity in the relationship. And that's the part that I homed in on. And then, of course, I got my little text and stuff like that. Phyllis Hyman sings my sister's favorite song. And no, I'm not singing.
Oh, hold on one sec. So Auntie Teresa said, I smell your gravy all the way up here.
Yeah.
It's fire.
You need to bring your little happy self on up here, and then you can get it in real life in person. How about that? Okay.
Oh, and then Lone said, correction, it was 70 cents in her bank account.
Wow.
That's sad.
That is sad. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all see what this looks like. And this is what I'm telling you about browns. Okay? These are all, can you see? I know it's sliding, but I gotta get it back to the stove because my oven will go off. Okay, so we got the nibbly bits. So now I'm gonna take these watermelon mushrooms and I'm gonna put them in here.
Oh, thank you, Mom. She also said I had that beautiful assistant. Thank you.
Yes.
Yay. I know you want to.
It takes a village. Okay. I am very fortunate that I have support of my family. My family and you guys and my family here in this house. Okay. Because at this point, I'm on a mission. I can't stop the momentum. I feel this is destiny. And when destiny calls, you have to answer. I didn't answer many years ago, but I'm going to answer now. Okay, so I need all the assistance I can get. All right, so a real partnership is not you versus me. It's a we. Okay, so if us has a problem, if I have a problem, put this way, us has a problem. That's how it should be. Or we have a problem. Okay. We have a problem. Respect is how you love someone when you're mad at them. Even if you're mad at them. Because I can be mad at my husband. I still love him, but I don't have to like him at that moment. I probably want to have some, what did Joan say? She said, give her some commissary. Give some commissary. Now, because listen, I'm not going to jail for nobody. Okay. However, you want to stop trying to always have to win. It's not a competition. You don't always have to win an argument. You can agree to disagree. Okay. And then keep it moving. Not hold on to things. What you said, I know.
Remember us when you're rich and famous. Don't let the car splash us with water when you roll by in the Royce. Okay.
Honey, there will be no Royce. I'll just put an electric fence around my current house, and that way people won't walk. Child, let me tell you something. It's not even about the fortune or the fame. Okay, I'm gonna be told I want to be able to make a living doing something that I love before I turn into Eglin's best egg. Okay, I'm not looking for bright lights in Hollywood. What do you call it? The Walk of Fame and nah, child, please. No. I like this just the way this is. If, like I said, if I could do this full time and sustain my family until whenever and leave a legacy for my family, I'm good. Okay, so when I put the portobello mushrooms in, it does absorb the oil and all that good stuff there. So now you're at the point where you want to get your liquids in and start building your sauce. So I'm going to get my chicken broth. Let me get the rest of this because there's a little bit in here. And you're going to put liquid in it according to how much gravy you want. I want a decent amount of gravy because I want to have gravy in every bite. So I'm going to do probably about 2 cups of liquid in this big skillet because I don't care if I have a lot of gravy. Okay, so I'm gonna put that, and if I need more, I'm gonna do it. So now I just put, yep, there you go. Okay, so I got about 1/3 of this skillet filled up in chicken broth, and this is a 12-inch skillet. Let me bring it up. I'm gonna bring up my heat because now I'm gonna deglaze this. I want it to start to reduce. In the meantime, I'm gonna season up my liquid. So I'm taking, and I hope I'm in the wrong direction. Okay, now. Okay, trying to make sure y'all can see. Taking the onion powder. I'm going to do a 1/2 teaspoonful of onion powder. Now, you're saying you put shallots in here. Why are you doing that? Because onion powder has a different flavor than fresh shallots versus something else. So you have to know that. Once it turns into powder, it's dried. It's processed a different way. It has a different flavor. So you're getting layers. I'm going to put pepper, 1/2 teaspoonful of pepper. Of course, I'm going to make it rain with my all-purpose seasoning, KC Blessing. Just like that. You might want to go light, like I said, because you may not have something that doesn't have salt in it, okay? I don't really add salt until I let beautiful assistant taste it, and she's telling me, yeah, it needs a little salt. And I'm like, that's for her. Because, yeah. Okay, I'm waiting for it to come to a boil. I want it rapidly boiling, and then I'm going to put the rest of my stuff in here.
My Pam said, I didn't ask you to sing that song this time.
Good. You keep saying it, though. Yes, yeah.
Long said, I thought we were friends. If I could see white potatoes under my gravy, then we are going to have a problem. I need unlimited thick gravy.
Yes, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm making a lot. Okay, because this gravy can be used for other stuff. What are you saying, my sister? You will be able to do this full time. I am claiming. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Listen, and I'm claiming it too. Okay, because say I'm talking to myself. Okay, I know that this is the trajectory that I need to go. Anytime you keep coming back to the start line your whole life and you end up right back in the place that you should have been when you came out the womb, it's time to listen to the cosmos or whatever. So they say you need to rest. They say get some sleep. I say I sleep when I turn into Eggland's best egg. That's when I sleep. So, hey. And they over there like, whatever. Okay. So, in tribute to my lone wanderer, I'm going to add some more chicken broth to this because we're going to do it up with the gravy. I want a lot of gravy. Okay, so just a little bit more, so another 1/2 cup. Okay, we're going to bring this up, and I'm going to season it up some more because I want this highly flavored and highly seasoned. I'm going to slap some more garlic in here, another 1/2 teaspoonful, so that can cook through. Because when you put liquid in there, honey, you want to put some more seasoning because it'll water it down. I'm going to get a little bit more of my celery, sprinkle that in there. And I'm going to do some more basil because I like that basil. Another pinch of basil. My turkey is over here like, ooh, hurry up. Can't wait to take a bath. This is the flavored hot springs for my turkey. And don't forget, we're gonna put our marsala in. Our marsala cooking wine, but not just yet. I want this to come. Yes. Come on, let me take you up another notch because I don't want it to start evaporating my juices in here, and I don't want my mushrooms to overcook. I want everything to have a little bit of life. So I'm bringing it up again. Okay, and y'all know I'm gonna put another piece of butter in here, right? Yes, but I'm just gonna put a little piece, not a whole lot. I got a little piece over here left, about a quarter teaspoonful. So I'm gonna put a pat of that in here. Okay, see, it's rapidly boiling. I'm gonna put that in. And yeah, that's perfect. Okay, man, this is gonna be really good. Let me melt that butter. And I'm going to put my Marsala wine in. Now, remember, alcohol cooks off. This is cooking wine, so it's made just for this. I'm going to put a quarter cup of the wine. Just like that. Yeah, a little bit more. Half a cup of the wine. Let me stir that in. Because what is chicken marsala, or excuse me, turkey marsala without the marsala part? Okay? And there's one more thing I want to do. What do I want to do? Oh! Little dash of sugar. 1 squirt, 2 squirts. Okay? Let me get my heavy whipping cream over here, because it needs to be over here just in case. My butter is almost melted.
Aw. Aunt Pam said, I've never seen you as happy as I see you now doing what gives you great joy.
You're right. And I'm tired as all get out, my sister. But you know what? I see every time I think of something, there's another song. Okay. Anita Baker. It brings me joy. Yes, it does. I didn't know how much, but it does. In the grand scheme of things, when I'm down and troubled, hey, get on YouTube. Cook for people in person. Let them see you clown and act. There you go. All right. So this is, I'm going to take it down. Okay, to a 5. And I am going to put some heavy whipping cream in. Heavy whipping cream, I'm going to do a half a cup. Right in there. I'm going to bring it back up again. Because as soon as I put it in there, the heavy whipping cream stopped my percolating. But the heavy whipping cream is going to help thicken this. And then, of course, you know, guys, I will put my instant roux in the middle. Now, the cream is going to turn your sauce, is going to lighten it. So if you really, really want darker sauce, if you have some gravy master, and this is only for aesthetics, I'm telling you, slap that in there. And it'll darken it up again. Do I have any? No.
Any
gravy master?
You should.
I do. Can somebody come and see? Because I just want it to be dark. You know I can't reach it. I'm very sure that it's been put up to the Alps.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put a little bit more Marsala in here, Marsala wine in here. So that made me add 3/4 cups of this stuff. It'll be in like a little bottle, and it says
It's kind of like a square. It has like that kind of orangey top.
It has orange top. I don't know if I have any. I haven't got bought it. Oh, thank you. Okay. So this stuff right here, this is going to darken it. I don't find that it does anything other than give it some color, because it sure as heck doesn't thicken it. So I'm going to put a little bit, not like I want it. I'm going to put a little bit in here just to darken it for aesthetics, because I put the cream in, and see, now it's right back at the color I need it to be. There you are. You nice little gravy master. Okay, so now I'm gonna hit it, y'all, with some of my instant roux. And I'm gonna stick it in the middle. So I always pour this instant roux in the middle.
Oh, I got some messages from Lone.
Okay.
Thanksgiving appetizer: 32-ounce cream cheese, 8-ounce sharp cheddar grated, 8 ounces of crushed nuts, whatever you like, chopped scallions, 1 bunch. Mix and combine, shape into a ball, and serve with crackers.
Oh, I've heard of that before.
Then you have a cheese ball.
Yes.
If you don't have a darkener, then you can use a teaspoon of soy or a dash of Worcestershire sauce.
Yes. And you can do the same thing with this. Put a little bit of Worcestershire sauce in there also. Yeah, you do. Okay, this gravy's looking like pretty nice. I'm telling you, that thickener, that little flour, that quick flour roux right here, that a little dab will do ya. Okay, and I'm just stirring it. I had to bring it down because it was cooking way too fast. Okay, so I'm going to let it simmer for a minute. And so, like I said, the respect thing is it's important. It's monumental. Later for that. When all else is failing, you need to be able to respect that person. That person better be respecting you. Okay, and you never, ever, and my friend Jerome said it last week, don't go to bed mad. You'll have bad dreams. You really will. Okay, stirring, and I'm going to put the rest of my little roux stuff in here because we want some nice, savory, thick gravy and not watery. I don't like watery. But remember, when you use this, you want to turn it down, turn your heat down some because it starts immediately. As soon as it hits this pan and this heat, it starts to thicken and it will clump. And you don't want clumps of flour in your gravy. You don't want that. We could have had to use some more marshmallows, some more mushrooms too.
Okay, I wasn't sure how many.
We could have done a lot. Because I got a lot of sauce here. And I like mushrooms. I know my sister-in-law doesn't like mushrooms, but I like them. They're healthy for you, and I like them. The fungus is among us. Now, this is how the gravy should be, just like this. Okay, beautiful assistant, it's your time to come and taste it. Tell me if it has enough salt for you, and then I can put my my turkey in here. Okay, let me make sure. Make sure that it's all.
In another life, I had to make cheese balls for a living. Dark days.
What you say?
In my former life.
You are so funny. I bet you they were the best cheese balls ever. I bet you they were.
Yeah, we need salt. But it's delicious. A little bit salt.
Okay, a little salt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna put a little bit of salt. Don't go nowhere because you gotta taste it again.
Yeah, no. I just thought about that.
Okay, and I'm gonna hit it again with some blessings. Because I always have to give that equilibrium. Okay, just like that. And I'm gonna hit it with some onion. Because I can. Okay. That consistency is good. Nice and thick. Yeah, we definitely could have put some more mushrooms in here. I like mushrooms.
I used almost all of them.
Okay, well, there you go. Use what you got. Okay, try it again.
All right, here we go.
That's the good one. That's the sweet one.
It's the sweet sweet one.
Is that the sweet one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, she says it's the sweet one. So we're going to get, can you taste the masala?
Yes.
Okay, the masala. Can you taste the masala?
The wine.
The wine. The wine, y'all. Okay, so now I'm going to take my turkey bits and I'm going to put it in. And let it cook for about 2-3 minutes. My turkey is already done because after it sat here, it has rested. So now it's just a matter of it being in here. Like I said, I don't want to cook it too much because I don't want it to get, not be tender. So we got them in here. Nice pieces. I like the pieces like this because it goes well when I have my pasta. And like I said, with the pasta, then you got all this nice gravy. Because I hate for my pasta not to have gravy on it.
Oh, goodness. She donated again.
Long, my friend.
Put this towards Thanksgiving appetizers.
Oh, Long.
You're awesome.
You are, like I said, I love you. I really do. I love you. You are everything. That's for sure. Okay, yeah, this is really thick. Okay. So I may have to put a little bit of thinner in, a little bit of the chicken broth in here because I did it thick this time. Just a little. I don't want to loosen it up too much, but yeah. Okay, so because I know I want to cook it just a little bit more, and it'll get thicker as it cooks. I just want to make sure that all of the flavors, mesh into my turkey, and then it will be what it needs to be. Okay, so we're gonna let this simmer for a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna plate it up. Beautiful assistant, if you please will help me clear some of this mess and put it away. I'm gonna put a top on this. Oh, this looks so delicious. Get some of this, take that away, put a top on here. All right. And try to tidy up a bit, y'all, because this is the mess is getting on my nerves. Okay, I'm gonna take it down to a low simmer, okay? And that way it can I want to make sure that turkey is completely done, although I'm quite confident that it is. I'm going to bring us back over here. Oh, girl, I tell you. You amaze me. You really do. You amaze me. Let me move this over here. And I'm going to sit over here and we're going to finish talking about this topic. And I want to ask you guys a question. Okay. I know my Long, she always keeps the conversation lively.
All day.
She keeps it lively and going, and I appreciate it. I really do. Because the whole purpose of this exercise is to have engagement and get the opinions of other people. I'm just for one woman who I've lived several lives. But anyway, one life, and this is my perspective and the people that I've come across, but I don't know everything. So I need the involvement of my audience to tell me their stories or to ask me questions or whatever. And whenever Lone is here, she does it. She does it. That's the ticket.
Do you need these knives at all? The knives?
No. Well, I'm going to need a knife to cut my chicken, but I don't, I have to have a knife and a fork. I'm civilized. Okay, but like I said, at the end of the day, respect is something that you must have. If you don't have it, you need to go get you some. Okay, and that's pretty much it. As far as, there are so many things that people may need in a relationship or think they need in it, but ultimately, these things that I've covered are essentials. It really is. And love isn't perfect. It isn't. It's practice, practice, practice. And you're forever practicing for the game. Yes, you are. And you may be on the bench, on the sidelines, but eventually you got to go in and you got to be the quarterback. Okay. So you have to be prepared. You have to be intentional. You have to give of yourself in order to get the return. And if you're not getting it, if reciprocity is not part of your relationship, like I said, you better go get some. Okay, save up and get some. Make it and from your local grocery store, get some reciprocity. Yes, okay. So, because just like this turkey masala, it takes time, it takes patience, it takes the will of the flour to make it thick and stick. Okay, it takes a little bit of heat to make it good. And hey, my question to you tonight, though, is just what, and I want you to think deep and hard, okay? You may not say it, those of you out here, and for those of you rewatching it, drop it in my comments because I'll come back and read this stuff. I'm interested to know, what do you need from your mate? Whether you have one right now or not, you don't know what the future is going to hold for you. So you should always have yourself ready to be able to ask these important questions if you run into that special somebody. You never know. So that's important for sure. Lone, she said, just boosting confidence and sharing the love where I can. Yeah, I know you do. And you are, like I said, you said you just need him to be happy and eating. So well, let me tell you, girl, from all the things that you're telling me that you cooking, I think he'll be happy for a lifetime for sure. That is for sure. You are so funny, I tell you. And I'm right there with you because I keep telling everybody, okay, I'm not just speaking to the female population that watches. I'm speaking to anybody and everybody. If you want to have a happy mate, food can get you through it sometimes. It sure can a lot. Okay, so even if you're not having an agreeable time, make something that they like. You can melt the ice. You can part the Red Sea. You can do a lot with a good meal for sure. And you need to drink. Get this here. This is it's so good. I had some really good stuff last week too because it was black cherry juice, real black cherry juice, and it was really, really delicious. Okay, we need some plates so we can get ready to plate this puppy up. Okay, yeah. I like that.
Are we looking at the standard size plates, or are we looking at?
We're looking at standard size plates, yes, because we got pasta. And of course, this is the end of the day, and I finally can relax and eat me something. So I will be eating this. Let me check it out. Okay. And I put all the utensils in here. Okay, so let me start. Wash that off. And hopefully the spaghetti has it stuck together. Okay, she did a good job. Okay, so we need to get these rinsed off. Rinse off these. Yeah. Get ready to place this puppy up. Okay. And we dry. Okay, get that all nice and dry.
I can take care of that.
Okay, thank you. And I'm going to get my thermometer just so we can be sure that our meat is at a respectable 165, which I know is beyond that. But hey, I always want to be careful when I'm dealing with fowl or poultry or whatever. Okay, so.
Okay, I called him. He'll be on his way in a moment. Checking temperatures.
Yeah, you do it because I'm not that.
All you have to do is stick it in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Pardon.
So,
Excuse me.
well, let me take this up a little to a 2.
It needs to be at least 165. Okay.
Okay, we just checking.
Taking his temperature.
Why is it sick?
Oh, I knew he was going to say something crazy.
Okay, it's at 161, so we turn it up a little bit.
Okay, we're going to turn it up a little bit, give it a couple more minutes. That's that piece. You didn't check the other ones.
Yeah, that's the thicker piece, so that's the one you want to do. Let's try a little one. Yeah, that's not the one. You don't have to. That's a little cooler. So you may want to rotate it a bit. See, this side is good. Rotate it.
Yeah, I got a couple of pieces in here, guys. The ones that didn't want to do it, they want me to do. So I want them to be completely done. So let me move it around. I don't want to be anxious. I want to make sure we're not eating salmonella.
No, we're not. That's not what we're serving on the menu today.
No. Okay. So that simply means we get 5 more minutes to talk to each other. So I hope everybody, I know that Lone is catering. Are you bringing, you said you have to ask, do you even use the cupboards above the fridge? Let me tell you something, lady. How did you know? I don't use them, but my grill master has taken them over with his stuff. So his little goodies and stuff, those are the cabin. Those are the extra cabinets over the refrigerator. I can't reach them anyway.
You must be this tall.
Exactly. You must be this tall to exactly. So yes, they do have stuff in them. You are so bad. If I could reach it, I would use it, but I'd have to get on a ladder.
It's not worth it. It's not.
And I'm not doing that.
Oh.
But yes, they do get used with my husband's stuff. The stuff he's not supposed to have. We will not talk about that. Okay. What you say? Nope, salmonella. You are serving. What you said? Serving, eat it, or what? You are serving, eat it, or starve. What you say? We'll support from it. You don't like it. You know what peanut. I know peanut butter jelly time. You are a hot mess. I swear. You are a hot mess. But anyway, I know that you are catering, Lone, but are you catering it for your house? I'm assuming. So you're having the dinner at your house, but you just catering the food. Or are you just catering for your immediate family? I'll wait because I know you're going to answer. Wow, I never thought. Did you give him the cinnamon stick? Oh, just the 2 of us. Yes. I can understand that. So what are you going to order? What are you having? A traditional turkey, or are you having something different? I'm talking too fast. You can't type as fast as I'm talking. Nah, but this has a delay.
It does.
So for you at home, I'm waiting for Cajun turkey with all the sides. Okay. I feel you.
Sounds good.
Let me know how that works out for you. Because you know I'm biased to the cooking. Listen, if I could find someone that cooks the food that I need them to cook it the way I need them to cook it, I would just sit back and let it all happen.
Hello?
Okay.
I don't exist.
Yes, you exist. Okay. And you're getting there. Okay. Oh goodness, I got hair. Yeah. Okay. You know, it's always that one gray hair, y'all, that just I see it sticking up somewhere and I can't get. Oh, it's 2 or 3 of them. They're like, hello. It's me. Okay. We got to keep an eye on this because
Corey, the drink is delicious.
Yes, it is.
Thank
It
you,
feels
thank
feels very holiday festivus.
Hmm?
Just made up a word for you.
Yeah, I know.
Festivus.
Okay, I'm gonna get the spaghetti on.
Say
the
that
plate. Come
twice.
check this. Beautiful sister, check this out. I'm gonna put the spaghetti on the plate.
All right. It should be about done. It was very close.
Yeah, it was close.
Did
Yeah.
you move it around?
Yeah, I did. So just check them all, but I don't know where I moved it to. I'm not sure where I moved it to. Are you really hungry?
Who? Me?
Your daddy.
No.
That one's good.
And I wonder why he's not really hungry because he's been upstairs eating hot wings.
Okay, most of these are up way beyond what we
Okay,
needed,
good.
so, yeah. And the ones that were a little low, they're right where we need them.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Perfect. Yep, we're good. Should I turn
And
it
it
down?
wasn't as good
Yes.
as yours anyway.
I know they weren't, but you're just determined. You're bound and determined.
Let me just try it one
I
time.
didn't have lunch today.
I know, well.
Let me just try it one time.
You ate yesterday, didn't you?
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That butter's about to fall off that silver thing.
What are you talking about this?
Oh yes. I mean it was halfway.
Yeah, that thing was hanging
Yeah,
down
you
way
ate,
frame.
I repeat, you ate yesterday, right?
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Okay, you ate yesterday, so you didn't have to eat today.
Well then.
You got jokes.
No, I'm for real.
Oh,
I'm for real. Eating is overrated. Who told you that you needed to eat?
I'm not missing this turkey masala.
What you say?
no.
What you say?
I'm not missing this turkey masala.
I'm getting my
Oh,
cut.
really? You're not?
I ain't having it.
Okay. Well,
I'm getting my fill.
okay.
Then I'm gonna crash and burn.
So,
Okay. So, yeah. Let me get something to scoop this up with so we can get the gravy and all the good stuff with it. Okay.
All the
Ooh, it's coming up. It's falling apart, y'all. I can't even get it out the skillet.
all the turkey stuffing thing.
oh no, it's still.
No, it's still in there. You're gonna have a stuffing muffin with this, Dwayne?
No.
Okay, please. Because if you tell me that you want to have a stuffing muffin with chicken marsala, with turkey marsala.
Hey, this turkey ain't.
Hey,
Can I?
those were delicious. They were delicious.
Gosh, they trying to have stuffing muffins, Long.
They're good. Sure.
They were delicious.
They ain't had no business being that good.
They're trying to have stuffing muffins, Long.
Yup, she gave me whiplash earlier with that food.
Mm.
I'm giving him lots of gravy. He better eat it.
Oh well, I mean, eat that stuff up to sop up that
But
gravy.
Yeah.
you don't need any stuffing muffins. You don't need stuffing muffins. Okay, y'all. This is the finished product. If you can see.
Anticipation.
So, you said you let them eat savory cake, please. Let me give this to the grill master. And then I'll give Corey his, and Corey can give you his rendition of Yum Yum. It's gonna taste even better, Wandra.
Muchas gracias.
Okay.
That's a
Okay.
right there.
Yes.
You.
Boy, that looks good. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
See?
That gravy is delicious.
Mm.
Tony Tio was wrong. It wasn't love that keep you together. Food.
Yeah.
Food will keep us together. It most certainly will. Absolutely.
Absolutely doodly.
Mm.
Okay, Corey, he just creeping.
He
Well,
waiting.
I'm
Waiting
gonna
his turn.
grab a little bit of this.
He is gonna get a stuffing. No, I thought you were gonna get a stuffing.
No, he's not. He's not.
I thought about it.
Yeah. Like maybe later. But for now, no.
Okay, here you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Boy,
Number
this
one.
is another winner, baby.
You like it?
Oh
Of
man.
course it is. I have no doubt.
Do you see how wonderful this looks?
Mm.
Do you see the steam just coming off of it?
Oh my God.
Let you know it's fresh. It's right.
Free.
Hey.
Mm.
Can't beat that.
Another one for the book, baby.
Always.
Okay, so you guys know what y'all can do with that leftover turkey.
Mm.
Okay, beautiful sister, come get yours.
Trying to get away from me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We gotta do that with leftover turkey. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
Ooh, look at that. That's so pretty. This mine?
Yep, that's yours.
That's good.
All right.
Break
Yes.
it down for me.
It is delicious.
Mm.
First of all, isn't it always?
Right. Like if we expect
Nice
anything
and
else.
tender, juicy. The gravy is nice and creamy. Oh my goodness, this is
Fantastical.
everything just comes together so well.
Lone Wanderer said, "Food, glorious food." Yes, that's what I'm saying. Let's see.
Love those
See,
mushrooms.
all right now. See,
Mm.
Mama gave me whiplash earlier with the first meal. I'm sure I'm about to get it again.
Mm-hmm.
This right here.
Ooh, it's steamy, but it's so good.
Well, I'm gonna take you
It's
home,
singing to
boy.
my soul right now.
Right? Hold up. It has like the perfect
Oh
balance
yeah.
of sweet. It has that marsala flavor. It doesn't taste like it has the alcohol anymore, just left the flavor.
Mm.
The gravy, it's kind of smoky, but it has like a very interesting flavor. I can't describe it. It's just very smooth.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it complements the meat perfectly. It's very tender. Very, very tender. Please put that meat tenderizer on.
Yes. When you get some turkey breast that is tender, yeah, you want to
And
make
that's rare.
sure. That's for sure.
That is rare.
Okay, let me see. It's hot, y'all. So let me see. Okay. So far, turkey is cutting up nicely. The gravy is out of this world. You be happy with the gravy, Lone, because yeah, your potatoes will thank you.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit. I like to have the pasta and a piece of meat at the same time. And I'm just gonna bring this a little closer so you guys can see. You see? That's what you're working with right here. Okay.
Tell me what you're working with.
So let me blow this because it's hot. That turkey. Oh my goodness, this turkey is so tender.
It's absolutely.
This turkey is so tender till you don't have to chew. That's how tender this turkey. Oh my goodness. If I can get the turkey tenderloins, I think I will make this instead of making chicken marsala. Because I am telling you, this turkey is so tender. The gravy is so rich and savory. And you can taste every flavor. And it's just, yeah.
Would this break the Thanksgiving tradition by having
this
this?
instead?
No, because we can have a non-traditional. It's turkey, right? They didn't say how you had to cook it.
Oh man, you just had it here.
Okay, let me see.
I'm not mad at this.
I mean, ain't a whole bunch of cooking,
Mm.
and it's delicious,
Mm.
and it's delicious. Oh,
Do this, y'all. If you didn't watch it all, rewatch it. Do this. This is delicious. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's so good. This you need. Okay, you need this. If this is one of the requests, one of the needs in your relationship, right here. There you go.
whoop, there it is.
I'm telling you, you need it. You know, and at the end of the day, like I said, all these components and all the little extras, yeah, can make up what you say, $145, and it will get us meals for a week. They only cater 4. Okay, 4 at a minimum. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, what you say? You said what's it? A Festivus is a word. Oh, okay. And it's alternative Christmas holiday separated on the 23rd of December. Okay. All right. I didn't see that. That's interesting. Anywho, y'all. You know I got to eat this. I'm eating all this. This is really good. I'm enjoying this immensely. I hope that you enjoyed our little talk. I hope that you enjoyed seeing how to make this. I hope that you do make it. I hope for everybody who has a relationship that these sessions or these meetings or whatever you want to call them that we have here at the Love Rhythm Recipe, you get a little bit from it. Okay, because we are all a work in progress, and it continues to be. And the best relationships continue to progress and not regress. Remember that. So if you're having a relationship and you're trying to make it better, work at it. If you are having a relationship with yourself and you want to make you better, work at it. Okay? I hope you all find your rhythm and dance. And I want you to have a wonderful holiday. I'm going to see you next week. And I'll probably come up with another non-traditional thing that you probably can have for your Thanksgiving if you want to. Have a wonderful week. My lone wanderer. I hope to see you next week too. If not, I want you to have a lovely, 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 intimate Thanksgiving. Love you much. I love you all. Y'all have a good week. Bye-bye.